Peace, 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 and blessings, family. Like my shirt, stay woke. I mean, stay black. But in regard to yesterday verdict of Derrick Chauvin, I don't feel as if this is a win for us. I feel as if there's a lot of our brothers and sisters who are 6 feet under right now, still waiting on the same justice, still waiting on the same due process of the law, and haven't received it yet. I do feel as if George Floyd and his family can rest a little easy. You know, George Floyd now he's now a part of our ancestor. Um, but yeah, I don't feel like that's a win for us. I feel as again once again that this is just a temporary ceasefire. This is a temporary ceasefire. Um, Cause yesterday he was convicted, and I just saw another sister was shot and gunned down from the cops. So I don't feel like it's a win. So what happened to the other names of our ancestors who still waiting on the justice? What happened to Philandro Castile? What happened to Eric Gardner, Alton Sterling, Freddie Gray, Tamir Rice, Mike Brown, Sandra Bland? Names go on and on and on and on. You know what happened to their law? Because I said the same thing happened with George Floyd. The same thing happened to Eric Gardner up in New York City. You know, he yelled and he screamed. He couldn't breathe. Cops them choked him out. He died at the hand of the cop, and still no justice. And all the names I mentioned as well, they received the same process from the cops. These fascist cops, Tamir Rice, 12-year-old in Ohio, police then pulled up on him within 7 seconds, shot him. I think 10 or 15 times. I'm not correct. I'm not too sure. Shot him 10 times. 12-year-old boy playing with a handgun, playing with my bad, he playing with a toy gun and got shot within 7 seconds. I think 10 to 15 shots. So my question is this really a win for us? Or this is them telling us shut the fuck up and keep it moving? You know, I have sons. I have two sons. I have two biological sons. I have a stepson. So I got three in total. You know what I'm saying? They could very well be the next victim. You know, this we have to implement a change. We have to stick together, implement a change. They give us, they throw us a little bones so we could be quiet. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, there's change needed. You know, one cop is convicted, so how many other blacks, people like me and you, were shot and killed? You know what I'm saying? And to these white so-called supporters who support us to sit here and be like, oh, well, you receive justice, so shut the fuck up, be quiet. Nah, this ain't justice. There's still many names out there waiting on the same justice that was hushed and shooed. So yeah, I'm outraged. I am happy, I'm thrilled that George Floyd, but that's one person who received justice. What happened to the many others? It was many more. So waiting on the same justice. So waiting on the same court system to grant their family waiting on their loved ones to gain that same justice. What happened to them? They gain money from lawsuits and so forth from these cops, but what happened to the justice? You know, will this truly change? Because we just saw again yesterday a shooting, a killing, you know what I'm saying, of a sister who called the cops. So I'm not too familiar with the story, but I just saw the little video on Facebook. But yeah, was this really gonna change, or is this them right now telling us shut up? You crying and screaming. We don't want you to burn down our city. We don't want you to break into our stores. We don't want you to sit here and cry like you're being killed. We are being killed at a high rate. So yeah, like I am happy a little bit because his family received justice. But then again, there's many other names out there that still waiting on that same thing. So I can't be quiet. Again, I got three sons. I got a lot of cousins, a lot of nephews. You know, suppose it happened to them. I'm just trying to avoid it from happening any further. We're not no mass shooters. We're not going in no theaters. We're not going to no concert. We're not going to no peaceful protest, shooting and killing people. We're not marching to the Capitol building and shooting senators or public officials. You know what I'm saying? Little Boo Boo have a little beef with Ray Ray. He gunned down Ray Ray. Boo Boo received 25 to life, but maybe more time, maybe the death chair, being hung or something. You know, why can't these cops then be held to that same standard they hold us to? We're not trained professional. We are lost. We are lost, brothers. We are lost people. You understand? Caught up in this African diaspora that don't know no better. We're being preconditioned for hundreds of years, for centuries. We don't know no better. We've been taught that your skin color, people who look like you're better than, compete against them, and to be docile and meek towards the people who hired us, our so-called superiors. Again, they're trained professionals. We aren't. You understand do we, why are we being judged, uh, judged and being handed these skewed terms and conditions, but these police officers, these public officials aren't receiving that same kind of justice. So yeah, it's just a win for us because again, Derrick Chauvin was convicted. What about everybody else? Still waiting on that same thing. So that's my thing again. Please don't fall for the okey doke. Don't be my bamboozle. Run amok. But yeah, this is true. We living, we breathing. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, that day can come today, that could come tomorrow, that could come whenever. That's from these police officers that's having a bad day and wanna demonstrate their authority or be authoritarian. And because again we didn't listen or follow their instructions, they feel the need to kill us, and it's justified because they felt threatened and used this old hoax or this ruse that we so-called they saw a weapon. When you have these motherfuckers running up in buildings, up in churches, in movie theaters, in schools, with guns, and churches, you know what I'm saying, with guns, and ending up being unscathed. So how is this fair for us? How is this a win for us? How can we celebrate? Blindly celebrate. So yes, I am very content with him being held accountable, but does this mean we're not gonna be killed, we're not gonna be gunned down, we're not gonna be slaughtered? Or just them throwing us a bone and telling us shut the fuck up? You got your justice. You got mobilizers and you got organizers. Mobilizers just for the here and the now. Organizers see further into the future where we asking for peace, we asking for justice, we asking for equality. You know, we've been slaughtered for centuries, and we're still being slaughtered to this very day. When is enough is enough? When is enough enough? When are we going to be safe? When, when will that excuse be used just because of the color of our skin? That's just how I see it right now. People say they call a spade a spade. I'm calling a spade a spade. This ain't justice. It's just a temporary relief. Like, okay, cool. A momentary lapse. You're fine. You're cool. You got the justice. Now shut up and keep moving. Shut up and keep on dribbling. Do what you paid for. That's it for right now, family. Peace, love, power. This brother Leo, brother Conscious, here and out, giving you that real spill, that real tea.